Hi, I'm Prashant. Today we will discuss follow function, how to compute follow function using an algorithm. And already in the previous video we have seen what is a first function and how to compute first function and demonstrated with an example. So this first and follow function is required to construct a parser named predictive parser, as well as bottom-up parser. If you want to construct this type of function is essential and required. So first we will define what is a follow function. Let us see a follow of a non-terminal A, where A is a non-terminal, is a set of terminals. It is a set of terminals which occur immediately after the non-terminals A in the string derived from the starting symbol S. Okay, usually we will represent starting symbol as S. So for example, S derive alpha capital A, small letter a in beta, where S is the start symbol and alpha is a string formed by using grammar symbols. Capital A is a non-terminal, small a is a terminal symbol, and beta is also a string formed by using grammar symbol, where here small letter a terminal symbol is just following, that means immediately after capital A. So that is why follow of A contain small letter a. And usually we will use dollar as a end marker of the input string. So if you have a string of the form S derive alpha A, where A is at the end of the string, capital A is a non-terminal, then dollar is in follow of capital A. So follow of a non-terminal is a set consists of terminal symbols alone, and these terminal symbols are appearing just after capital A in a string. That string is derived from the starting symbol A. So that is what follow of A. The name indicate these set of terminal symbols which is just following the non-terminals. Okay, fine. Then we can see what is the algorithm used for computing follow of a non-terminal. So this is the algorithm, a three-step algorithm, very simple algorithm we can use to compute follow of a terminal symbol of a grammar. Yeah. So the first step is, if S is a start symbol of the grammar G, then dollar belongs to follow of S. First rule. So second one is, if A gives alpha B beta, where alpha is a string formed by using grammar symbol, beta is also a string formed by using grammar symbol, and A, capital A and capital B are two non-terminal, and if you have a production of the form A gives alpha B beta in your grammar, then everything in first of beta is in follow of B except epsilon. So we need to compute first of beta, and everything in first of beta except epsilon is in follow of B, because we can see that beta is just following what following the capital B. So that is why follow set of beta B contain the terminal symbol present in first of beta except epsilon. That is what rule 2 is saying. And rule 3 is, if you have a production of the form A gives alpha B, where alpha is a string formed by using grammar symbols, A and B are two non-terminals, then, or another type of production, it's not entirely different but almost similar, A gives alpha B beta, where epsilon is in first of beta. So the condition is either you have A gives alpha B or A gives alpha B beta and first of beta contain epsilon. So if you want to use this one, if first of beta contain epsilon, or you have to use A gives alpha beta, then everything in follow of A is in follow of B. That is the rule set telling everything in follow of A is in follow of B. Yes, then these are the 3 steps, and these 3 steps you can repeatedly apply until nothing we can include or add into the follow set of the terminal symbols. So sorry, follow set of the non-terminal symbols. So this is until unless no more new terminal symbol we can identify by applying this rule into the follow set of the non-terminals, we have to repeat this. Okay, so let us see one example, concrete example. So we have seen this grammar. This grammar is, we know that it's a famous arithmetic expression grammar after removing left recursion and the grammar is left factored. So these are the non-terminals, and these are the terminal symbols, and we have to compute follow of only the terminal symbol. So follow we can compute only on terminals, non-terminal symbols. We can't compute follow on any string. We can compute follow on a non-terminal symbols. Okay, so here yes, so first thing is follow of E. So we know that in this grammar E is a start symbol. E is a start symbol. So we can say that if E is a start symbol, then first condition is rule 1 we can apply, that is if S is a start symbol, then dollar belongs to follow of S. So here follow of E contain dollar, and we don't know what are the other symbols, we need to find out. Second one is, yeah, see, F gives left bracket E right bracket. It's a production where this is of the form A gives alpha B beta, and I am applying rule 2 where F is A, left bracket is alpha, E is B, and right bracket is beta. Then rule 2 is saying everything in first of beta. So first of beta means we need to compute first of beta is first of right bracket, and right bracket first of right bracket is equal to only right bracket, only one terminal symbol, right bracket. So everything in first of beta except epsilon. Here we have no epsilon, so which is belongs to follow of B. So we can tell that follow of B is follow of E. So you can see here, yeah, right bracket is belongs to. So these two rules we can apply to compute follow of E. And if you can't find any other rule which will help you to compute any other terminal symbol of follow of A, so this is completed. Then second rule, second thing, yeah, let us see, E dash gives plus T E dash. So here this is of the form A gives alpha B beta, and I will apply rule 2. So this is A, this is alpha, this is B, this is beta. Then rule 2 is telling first of beta, which is equal to first of E dash, and which is equal to first of E dash. First of E dash is nothing but plus and epsilon. So rule 2 is saying everything in first of E dash except epsilon is in follow of T. Okay, so follow of T contain plus. So here you can write plus. Then third one, yeah, T dash gives star F T dash. But this is of the form A gives alpha, B, beta. So I will apply rule 2. So rule 2 telling that first of beta, that is first of T dash. So what is first of T dash? First of T dash is equal to star and epsilon. We already computed first of T dash. We know that how to compute first of T dash. So first of T dash contains star and epsilon. Then rule 2 is saying everything in first of T dash except epsilon is in follow of F. So follow of F contain star, no epsilon. Epsilon will not include. Yes. Then next rule, fourth one, yes, E gives T E dash. Yes, this is of the form A gives alpha B. That means rule 3. So this is A, this is alpha, this is E dash. Rule 3 I will apply. So rule 3 is saying everything in follow of E is in follow of E dash. So we know that what is in follow of E. So follow of E contain two terminal symbol dollar and right bracket. So follow of E dash contain dollar and right symbol. So we can write here follow of E dash contain dollar and right symbol. Yes. Then next one, fifth procedure. So look at T gives F T dash. Yeah, before that one more simple rule is that, so look at E gives plus T E dash. This is of the form A gives alpha, B, beta, where first of beta contain epsilon. So I will check it. That means the rule 3, because this is A, this is alpha, this is B, this is what, beta, and I will check it what is first of beta. First of beta is first of E dash. First of E dash contain plus and epsilon. So yes, first of B dash epsilon is there, so we can apply a rule 3. So rule 3 is saying everything in follow of E dash is in follow of B. So here B is T. Okay, so here B is T. So what is follow of E dash? Follow of E dash we computed already. It is equal to dollar and right bracket. So follow of T contain dollar and right bracket. Yeah, we will write here already plus is there in that set, so we will write dollar and right bracket. Here it is finished. No more rule you can identify to increase the number of symbols, terminal symbols in follow of E dash. So that's why I closed. Otherwise you need to continually apply this rule to find out follow. Yeah. Then sixth one, T gives F T dash. This is of the form A gives alpha B. So apply the rule 3. So then what rule 3 is telling, everything in follow of A is in follow of, everything in follow of A is in follow of B. So we know that what is follow of T. Follow of T contain what? Follow of T contain plus dollar and right bracket. So follow of T contain plus dollar and right bracket. So everything in follow of T is in follow of T dash. So follow of T dash is equal to plus dollar and right bracket. So we will write plus dollar and right bracket. Yeah, okay. Then next thing is seventh rule. Look at here. T dash gives star F T dash. Then here I will apply rule 3. Look at rule 3 saying A gives alpha, B beta, and first of beta contain epsilon. First of beta contain epsilon. So I will check it. What is first of beta? Beta is T dash. So first of T dash is equal to star and epsilon. So first of T dash contain epsilon. So you can apply rule 3. So rule 3 is telling everything in follow of T dash, because A is T dash. So everything in follow of T dash is in follow of B. B is our F. So what is follow of T? Follow of T dash is set contain plus dollar and right bracket. So follow of T dash is plus dollar and right bracket. So our follow of F contain what? This plus dollar and right bracket. So we know that what is our follow of. Okay, follow of F already star is there, then we need to write plus dollar and right bracket. So these are the additional terminal symbol we have identified from the seventh step. Yeah, so almost all rules we have applied. I think there is no more rule you can identify to increase the symbols in this terminal, in this follow of non-terminal. So finally we got follow set. This is the follow of all non-terminal symbols of the grammar G. So this is the way to compute follow set. So this follow set is very important for constructing predictive parser as well as top-down parser. So here I am going to wind up. So we will see you with some other video. Okay, thank you for watching my channel.